Welcome to Real Reviews. This week we have Gemini Man starring Will Smith and Will Smith.
Yeah.
Or the Fresh Prince and Will Smith.
I was just going to say, Fresh Prince Will Smith and Old Balls Will Smith.
Yeah. So Gemini Man, it's about Will Smith is like a hitman, or he's hired by good governments, I guess, to kill bad guys.
Yeah, and he's retired.
And he's retiring, but a little mix-up happens, I guess you could say, and this government agency wants to off him, and they have this secret program where they took his blood and cloned him, and so the only way to get rid of the best is to send the best. So they send himself, but he's 25 years younger, or 30 years younger.
Yeah. Boom.
Movie over.
Yeah, review done.
Yeah.
So there's a few things I'd like to touch upon. First of all, Ang Lee directs this one. Haven't seen a whole lot of Ang Lee, but he directed this film in 120 frame per second 4K. Now, for those of you who probably don't know what that means, super high def, in layman's terms. So high def that there's only like 15 or 20 theaters in the entire world that can play this movie the way it was meant to be seen.
Our theater, it definitely looks 4K. It looks crystal clear, you know, but it's not the same. You can I think you can tell the difference. The second 100%. It started, I was like, whoa, that is clear.
100% you can tell the difference. I wish more movies were shot like this. Because let me tell you, like Kurt said, it's so clear. It's popping, it's there. Like everything is just so crisp. Oh, I loved it. So I have to say that about this movie. Yeah. A lot of people, if you're gonna see this, if you do go see it, you're gonna be like, what is going on? Why does it look so weird? The other thing is, so Will Smith shot the old Will Smith, or Will Smith shot his old Will Smith, and then he had to go back and shoot young Will Smith. So he shot both sides, both characters. So when he's fighting each other, you can tell it's super CGI'd. There's parts of the movie where you're just like, ooh, because it looks so good. So you can tell when it gets CGI'd, right? You get those hard visuals in there. Ooh, it's a little jarring.
In this movie, I enjoyed the action scenes, especially the first one of these motorbikes here. That was cool. Really cool. Yeah. And there's a couple more, but the rest of it was just.
Well, I was gonna say, when it comes to the story, the meat and potatoes of it, we've seen it before, man. We knew what was going on. This is like
a bad Bourne movie, you know? And the only exciting twist that kind of came at the end, I was thinking, why wouldn't they put that halfway through? Because that fight was epic. I'm like, why wasn't this the bad guy halfway through the movie? They spent all the time of Will chasing Will. The script for this is just so plain, like a big old potato.
A big old oven-baked potato.
Yeah, with
no chives, no sour cream, no bacon bits.
Like the secondary characters, like Will Smith and Mary Elizabeth Winstead do good in this movie.
Yeah,
but there's a couple of side characters. I noticed each one had like just an awfully written dialogue line, and it was just acted out horribly to the point where there's like 3 or 4 times where each character I was like, oh.
Exactly.
Like you saw that
I was going to point that out. Like, it was like the dialogue was borderline corny.
The delivery of it even, I was like, who wrote that? Like, that was awful.
It wasn't just like, it wasn't all of it. It was one line where I was like, how did that make it in here? Yeah. And because it pulls you right out and you're like, wow, that was really bad.
Yeah.
And the actors delivering it, I don't know if they're just joking around or like what, but it comes off as like they're not serious. All of a sudden they're out of their character, just delivering this real corny line. And you're like, ooh.
I know.
For sure, 100% I agree with you. Yeah.
So this one had high points, I think more low points. You know, it's a 2-hour-long movie. The action, like I said, can't save this one like most movies. I'll give it kudos for the technological advancement we see in the movies. This is better than seeing anything in 3D, I think. Seeing it clear like this is way better, but still mediocre. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
I didn't even think about what I was going to give it. You know, like Kurt said, like there's a lot of good action, but it's on top, it's mixed in there when he's fighting each other, and then it just looks real CGI-ish, like Black Panther when he's fighting the other Black Panther, you know? Like it just looks real bad at some points. And yeah, the story, get out of here. I think we could have wrote a better one with a better plot twist. I'm going to give it a 6.3.
Very intricate. Go check out our Facebook page, and you can find out you can get entered to win $30 to Perkins Restaurant Bakery. And you can go to Perkins every week and check out their new menu items.